Hello, hello! Welcome to the themoannaadams Podcast. I'm your host, Moana, a 15-year-old with a ton to say about mental health, wellness, self-love, and a whole lot more. So let's get into it. Hello, hello! Welcome to episode 32. Today we are talking about summer essentials with Julia from Teen Business Talk Podcast. And she's going to give us a rundown of who she is and what she does and all the things.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Julia. I'm 16 years old and I run the Teen Business Talk podcast, and I also own a business called Abitare Collective that kind of like started my podcast as well. And I love just being outdoors and just doing all sorts of things. Yeah.
I love that. I am definitely an outdoorsy person too. I talk about it all the time on my podcast, but like I'm a climber and a hiker and I love national parks and being outside. So I love that. Okay, we're going to get right into segments. So first up, currently loving. Right now my currently loving is Native's coconut and vanilla stuff. I have the body wash, the shampoo, the conditioner, the deodorant, and I want to get the face wash and stuff, but I love their stuff so much. I am not a fan of coconut, but I actually really like this one. I wanted to do toasted marshmallow, but they discontinued it. So I switched to the coconut one, and I really like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, I've had their deodorant for like a long time, and I'm also obsessed with it. The smell is so
Yeah,
great.
it smells so good.
Yeah. I guess my currently loving is Noah Kahan's new album. It came out like yesterday, and I just listened to it. But he's just like an artist, and I really liked. I don't know. There's just something about the music that makes me feel something. So I really enjoy it.
He's the kind of artist that I would put on my Granola Girl playlist.
Yeah.
I like his stuff. I don't listen to him a ton, but I do like the stuff of his that I've listened to, and I think I have like one or two of his songs on that playlist. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to listen to the new album.
It's good. I've recently been getting like really into Noah Kahan, so then this release was just like the cherry on top.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened to me with Lana Del Rey. I like recently got into her music, and then she released "Say Yes to Heaven," and it was really exciting.
That's so exciting.
So my grateful is my friends. I had my birthday party last weekend, and I'm just really grateful for them. And I have like a really good core group of people that are all really supportive of each other, and I'm just really grateful for them this week and all the things that they do and how supportive we are of each other.
Yeah, I would say my grateful is the place where I live. I think sometimes during the winter it's hard for me to like actually be grateful for it because it's so snowy and so cold, and I just can't deal with it all the time. But once it becomes summer, I'm so grateful for it because the weather's wonderful, and I don't know, I just really start appreciating it, especially during the summer. And I just, like I said, I love being outside, and it just makes me really happy.
Yeah. I I am kind of like 50-50 winter summer. Sometimes I'm like excited for it to be cold and like cool down because I get like overheated a lot in the summer, but then I also love being outside and want it to be warm and like be outside.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love winter except for when it lasts till like May, but it's great.
Yeah. It's definitely been like cooler this summer. Like it's not hot yet,
Mhm.
which is weird. But let's get into the bulk. We're doing summer essentials and not just physical things. We have like a list of physical things and then like non-material things that we're going to talk about. And yeah, a lot of people do this episode, and I'm excited to talk about it. So I'll go first. My first thing on my list is a swimsuit you feel really good in. I'm still looking for mine this year. I found one last year and it doesn't fit me anymore, but it's just like I feel like it's really important to find a bathing suit that you feel your best in and you feel good and comfortable in it and it fits really well. And I think that like everybody should like really take the time to like invest in finding one because it is so difficult to find one. But once you find one that you really like, it's like totally worth it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I literally just found one that like yesterday. It came yesterday. So, that is definitely a plus. I think just because I definitely have swimsuits that I like, but then I just don't always feel the best in, or like I thought I liked, but then I was just like, I don't know how I feel about it anymore. So definitely finding a good swimsuit. I completely agree.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's you'll get home and you'll put it back on and you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Yeah. Um, I would say one of my summer essentials is a good book. I love reading. I haven't really found one yet this summer that I've like really gotten into, but I have some ideas. I've just been rereading a book as of now, and I haven't had a ton of time to read just because of school and stuff. So summer is like my favorite time to just kind of like get invested in a book, and I love the days where I can just like read and I get so into it that I just like stay up all night or something like that. So yeah, just like find time to go look at a library or like think about things that you like because I love reading. But even if you don't, like it's so much fun just like finding a book that you actually really enjoy.
I am a big reader too. I am reading We Were Liars right now. I'm rereading it. I've already read it once, but it was a while ago, so I wanted to reread it. And I'm excited to read it again. I know it's a good one and it has like a good plot twist, so I'm like excited and it's such a good summer book.
Mhm. I'm rereading People We Meet on Vacation, um, which I also I feel like it's kind of a summary book. I mean, it is pretty much about
Yeah.
summer, so I love it, and uh, yeah, it's just exciting.
So my next one is a good set of summer snacks that like when you eat them, you feel good and they make you happy and they're foods that, you feel your best eating. So like lots of fruit and veggies for me, smoothies, like very fruit heavy smoothies. I'm not a big like green smoothie fan. It grosses me out, but like a good fruit smoothie or one of my go-tos are like everything bagel cucumbers. So you like put cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning on cucumbers. So good. And then something that I tried recently, and I still don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of weird, but a banana split, but with yogurt instead of ice cream. And you do like yogurt and berries and chocolate chips. And I had it the other week, and it's good, but it's also like a weird texture. So I like can't decide, but I feel like it is a good summer snack.
Yeah, that's so fun. The everything bagel cucumbers I'll have to see about because I we have like everything bagel seasoning and I'm obsessed with it. That sounds so good. But I completely
It's
agree with all
really
of the
good.
fruits and veggies and smoothies and everything. I think just having like fresh foods, it just gives that whole fresh thing of summer.
Summery vibe, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd say mine is a disposable or film camera is another one of mine. Just I love film cameras. I have an entire wall on my on my wall of just like pictures that I've taken from my film camera and stuff like that. And I have like an actual film camera, but then I'll go on like trips or something and I'll bring a disposable camera. And it's just such a fun way to get like those cool kind of pictures that just like keep memories, which I think is super fun. And I definitely think it has kind of like a summery vibe to it. So I'd say like disposable cameras aren't that expensive. You can get one for like $20. And I think it's just super fun to just take a few pictures. And something I found is you really think about like how much like you really think about each picture because on your phone you can just take a ton and it doesn't matter, but like on a disposable camera you really have to think about each picture you take and like I don't know, it's just something that I really enjoy about
I love that. I just got like a toddler camcorder for my birthday. So it's like really small and it's like crappy like footage. It's not like the best quality, but like I feel like that's what makes it fun.
it.
And it like you can do pictures and videos and has like games on it and it's like meant for like 4 year olds as like their first camera, but I thought it would be fun. So I'm like excited to have that this summer.
No, that is so fun.
My next one is a good water bottle. I talk about drinking water all the time, but in the summer, it's especially important. It's hot. If you get dehydrated, you're outside by the pool, hiking, whatever you're doing, it's hot and you need to drink a lot of water. I love my Wandery water bottle. It has all the national parks on it with like stickers, and then you like put the sticker on it once you've been to the park, but I've gone through a lot of different water bottles. This one's definitely my favorite, but get a good water bottle that you can carry around with you.
Yeah, I completely agree. I've seen that water bottle everywhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get one.
I
But yeah,
love it.
I have like a hydro flask, so it's kind of similar, but I just put a ton of stickers on it, which kind of makes it fun. I don't know why. I have one that I just like don't have stickers on, but recently I've just been putting a ton of stickers on it, and it just makes me so happy when I like see it because I have all of these like fun stickers, and I don't know, it just is really
That's what I had before my Wandery bottle. I had a hydro flask with stickers on it, and some of the stickers started to peel off, and I was so sad. But I got this one, and this one's like specifically the stickers are designed for this water bottle, so like
yeah,
they're staying on so far, which is like really exciting.
that is really exciting. I would say my next one is like a good journal or notebook. I wish I was like a big journaler. I'm not, but I kind of I just like some every once in a while, especially during the summer, there's something that I just like to write or just like draw or doodle or like literally anything. Um, and I think just a good journal or notebook is always a good way to go about that. And also something that I did, well, I've been doing this, I wouldn't say in the summer, but it could be kind of a fun idea for summer, is like writing a letter to yourself at the beginning of the summer and then like opening it at the end. Normally I do it like on my birthday or like I have one that I'm supposed to open on like graduation that I wrote in like 8th grade. And I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so much fun to open things like that. And I don't know. I feel like that could be a fun idea.
That is fun. I did that in eighth grade too, and like I have to wait till like I graduate or whatever to open it, which is like a little bit scary. Like I don't remember what I wrote, so like I'm excited to open it and see in a few years. Um, I love to journal. I have, but I have not been very good about it recently, so I like this summer want to focus more on it. But my next one is a good summer playlist. I love music. Everybody knows I love music. I love making playlists. I have way too many of them. And I have one from last year, my summer one last year, Soaking Up the Sun. I'm an Apple girl, but it's on Spotify too. And it had a lot of surfaces and forest on it. And this year, I think I'm going to do like more high energy songs because those ones are high energy, but they're more like relaxing. And so I'm excited to like make my summer playlist for this year.
Yeah, I'd also say a summer playlist is a huge thing. I had a summer playlist. I wouldn't say it was like I intended it to be for summer last year, but it just turned into my summer playlist. And I still have it and I still like listen to it every once in a while, but I'm kind of changing it, but I might just make a whole new one this year. Because I also have like a ton of playlists. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, mine was pretty like upbeat, like pop music type stuff last year. Like I don't know, like a lot of Coin and I'm trying to think. Like Saint Motel. Like it was just a bunch of things. The whole like the playlist was called like Looking Out the Window. So it was like when you're looking out the window of the car and you like feel
That's a
like you're in
good
a movie.
one.
So that was like my summer playlist last year, but I'm excited about this year too. I
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
said
excited to make my new one because I feel like my taste in music has also like changed a lot over the last year. And like I've discovered a lot more that I really like, so I'm excited to see what gets added onto the new one.
yeah, it is really exciting. I love finding new music too. So much fun. Um, and I guess like the other thing I'd want to say is like summer is made out of more experiences, not just like physical things. Um, Even though like there are things that can help you have like a good summer, but it really is you can have a good summer without having many things. You can just go out and like do things and like have experiences, and the experiences are what make for a good summer, not just like the things.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like the thing you're going to remember at the end of the summer is like the experiences you had and the memories you made, not the things that you bought to add to your summer.
Mhm.
Which leads us into our list of non material things slash tips to have a good summer and the essential things for the summer. And my first one is having a solid routine. Now, I know it's summer and everybody wants to stay up late, but we are not staying up till 2 a.m. every night this year. I am like, I yell at people all the time, but doing this is going to throw you off at the end of the summer and it's going to make you feel crappy. Your circadian rhythm is going to be thrown off. So, my number one tip is to have a good morning routine that gets you out of bed in the morning and gets you excited for the day.
Yeah, I completely agree. I was definitely guilty of that last year. Like maybe not to every night, but like I was staying up late. And I mean, especially kind of towards the end of the school year, I feel like I start staying up later just because I have like studying to do and just like all sorts of stuff. But I think definitely getting into a good like routine of just like making sure you get enough sleep. And I also try not to sleep in until like 12 or like I
Yeah,
try to keep it at like maybe 10 if I'm sleeping in, just so that
right.
I feel like I'm not wasting the entire day. Like I can go out and like do something.
Yeah, I was definitely guilty of sleeping in way too late last week, but I was still getting over being sick. But like the next few weeks, like I'm gonna try and like really focus on getting up earlier and like focusing on that morning routine so that I'm have a good summer routine set up for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would say the next thing is just having like a good mindset. Just make sure that you're like living your summer to the fullest, which sounds kind of difficult to do, but like you just kind of make sure that you're like going out and doing things. And it's hard to like see, especially with social media, like seeing what your friends or like other people are doing with their summers. They're going to Europe, they're like doing all sorts of things, and it's easy to kind of get jealous about like what other people are doing and like experiencing. But it's not, being jealous about that is not going to help anything. So just live your summer and do what you're going to do, and just try to be excited about like everything that you can do and make your summer exciting, because it is something that you can work towards. And even though you might not be like laying on a beach somewhere in Spain, like you can
Right.
still be having a good summer.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like FOMO is hard during the summer because everybody's always doing something, but you have to remember that like what's on social media is not everything and it's just a highlight reel of their life. Like it's not everything.
Yeah.
My next one is everybody's gonna hate me because I say this all the time, but get outside. Everybody knows I'm a climber, I'm a hiker, and I say it literally every episode. I feel like I say this, but go outside on a walk, even sitting by the pool and tanning, or going to the lake, or going on a walk in the neighborhood is being outside and, enjoy the summer weather because it's totally worth it.
Yeah, I completely agree. For me, summer is all about being outside. It is completely like that is what my summer is.
Yeah.
And I feel like it just makes more sense. Like being inside during summer is just kind of like sad. Like obviously there's
Yeah.
things that you can do inside, and like don't feel bad for staying inside too. Like if you need a day to just like watch Netflix or something, like take that day. But just going outside, I feel like just so many more things happen, and it just is like more enjoyable when you go outside. And then I would say my next one would probably be a clean room. I'm not working, not doing too well on it right now, but every single morning I like try to kind of clean things up or just like do something, and it feels so good to have a clean room, because just having that space is just like it helps with your mind, and just I feel like it just helps in general. Like it doesn't have to be spotless, but just like try to make sure that you don't have random clutter around that you don't need, or like papers. Like I'm looking at my room right now. It's kind of bad, but it's okay. Um and I think it just like makes you feel better in general having it clean.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like clean space, clean mind helps you focus on what you really want to work towards rather than like stressing about it or like having that physical clutter can cause like mental clutter. So like clean space is more peaceful and calm and lets you focus on important things.
Mhm.
My next one is to have a focus on self-love. And I feel like summer is definitely a really challenging season for self-love. It's hard when we're always talking about body image and there's a lot of things going on during summer FOMO that can, you know, make fully loving yourself difficult. So putting a little bit of extra effort in it into self-love during the summer I feel like is really great and can just like make the summer that much better.
Yeah, I also completely agree. I think yeah, focusing on yourself is definitely a good thing. My next thing is just take some time offline, like focus more on like the people around you, because I mean, I'm also guilty of this. I am a lot of times in summer, I feel like my screen time goes up, like I'm just constantly on my phone because I feel like I have more time to do that. And in school, like I can't really be on my phone all the time. But in summer, there's just like time to waste, you know? But instead of doing that, just like go out with your friends or like go out on a walk, go outside, do something like that. Um, because also it just makes you feel better. Like I've noticed that if I like spend a lot of time scrolling or like doing something on my phone, I just don't feel that good. And I feel like I need to go out and do something. And obviously it's okay to take some time on your phone or like take some time on watching movies or something like that. But just like don't get caught up in like scrolling and things like
Yeah, I totally agree. Scrolling during the summer is hard, especially at night because like there's no school in the morning, so it's not like you have to go to bed earlier, but like sometimes you can get caught in like the cycle of scrolling in bed. And so like spending time with friends and like putting energy towards that is like really, really helpful.
that. Hmm.
And then my last one is learn how to be alone but not lonely. This is something I had to do last summer while I was traveling. And yes, I was going on adventures into national parks every weekend, but I was still spending the weekdays alone. I didn't see, I saw one, maybe two people my age all year last year. And, it's hard, but spending time alone can be fun. You just have to learn how to sit with yourself and be with yourself and enjoy your own company and doing the things that we've talked about already today, journaling, listening to music, creating playlists, being outside. You can do those things alone too. Like, obviously, like, be safe about it, but you don't have to be with people 24/7 to have fun. You can do exciting things on your own and sit outside and listen to a podcast or, try new things and be adventurous on your own.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I am like an introvert, so I just naturally want to spend more time alone. Just I love being with my friends and like that is something that I'm definitely going to be doing a lot this summer. Like even now I spent time with them yesterday. I'm probably going to spend time with them today and tomorrow. Like it's a whole thing. But I I think last summer like I'm a huge runner. So I would go out for like morning runs and just like that time alone to think and like exercise what really worked for me. But yeah, like it works to read or journal or like listen to music. And I think I have learned to really appreciate just like my own company, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then I think my last thing is just say yes more. I went to Germany this past spring on an exchange program, and I like didn't know these people. Like I knew a few people from like where I was like coming, like the people who were going there in our my
Right.
exchange group, but I didn't know like the people that we were staying with or like anyone around them, and I just found myself being like it was definitely a whole different experience and I was a little nervous about just like all these things, but I told myself I was just going to say yes to all of the experiences because that's just something that's it just helped me, I don't know, get out there. And I think just not saying no to these things just because I was like a little socially awkward or something like that was definitely good for me because I there were so many experiences that I had that I definitely would not have had if I hadn't said yes. And you just never know what you're gonna have. So like if someone's like, hey, do you want to go out and like go on a hike or something? Be like, yeah, sure. Or just like hang out or something. I don't know. I think it's just saying yes is probably my biggest thing.
I love that. I totally agree with that. I've been trying to focus more on, taking up opportunities because you don't know when you're going to get them back again. It's really cool that you went to Germany. I have been wanting to do exchange for like a long time now, but it's just like logistically, I don't think I'll like get the opportunity to. So I think that's really cool. And like for some people, like that is like saying yes is really hard, and putting the energy and like taking that leap to say yes to like scary things, like don't let fear hold you back from experiencing things and enjoying your summer and your life in general.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Well, that is our list of our summer essentials. Um, Thank you for joining us today. This was a lot of fun. And I will be linking all of her information in the episode notes, so go follow the podcast on Instagram and listen to it. I will have all the links down below. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to give this podcast a rate and review, as well as follow me on all my socials linked in the show notes. Don't forget to drink some water, and I'll talk to you later.